Hi, folks. Welcome to Wednesday night, or whatever night it is when you're watching this in the future. Tonight it's Wednesday, and that means we're diving back into another thrilling session of the Isle of Endless Fog. And Michael is steering this ship of...
Fools.
I was going to say charcuterie for some reason. I don't know if I'm hungry or what. A charcuterie ship. And we are the meats.
Well, we are all bacon.
we are all bacon. That's right. See, it all ties in. Thank you, Ashley.
We are all bacon.
All coming together. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Throw it back.
Always.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, I don't know if I've had enough delightful peated whiskey for this, but we are going to give it a shot.
It's going to happen either way.
That's very true. At that point, I think we'll go ahead and do our round of introductions, unless anyone objects. And if you do, I'm going to keep going. Hi, I'm Michael. As you can already see, I'm drunk on power as the DM for this series of episodes. So enjoy my swift descent, because we don't have time for a slow descent, a swift descent into madness there is no helping you. As we play this wonderful module, The Isle of Endless Fog, by our good friends, gosh, I never remember the last name.
Realm Warp Media.
Realm Warp Media. We know Chris and Jack, the actual writers, in the same way we know people on the internet. We love them. We love what they've done. We're a big fan of all sorts of newer things they've done, which we may touch on here in the announcements in just a second. But from there, we're going to let everyone else introduce themselves. We're going to go clockwise from the window on Twitch, which I just brought up so I can do that, which I believe means it's time for this Tethros of Griff fellow.
Yes. I am Tethros of Griff, also known as Kai Whimsy, or Kai Whims, or Kirk. I'm playing the guy who lives on a busy street, slash the Goliath Rune Knight.
Ooh.
Nice.
I don't got much else.
That's fine, Kirk. We appreciate you. I believe Reyhan is next.
Hello. It is me, Reyhan. I can't. See, that went Scottish again. I got to work into it.
I do that all the time.
Hey, it's me, North Shore GM, Real CMG. We're just playing Chad. I'm playing Reyhan Aktuna, Soulknife from the Paymans. She is a blade in the cult of the Supreme Mistress of Petals.
Would you say she's a blade in the dark?
Yep, ideally. Yeah, that way you can't stab me back as effectively. So
Also,
yeah.
that way we get to just roll handfuls of d6s.
Yeah, I guess. It's not
That was a
really-
real weird meta joke about
not
the blades
really
in
a
the dark
big-
system. I apologize.
I think the most I've ever rolled at one time is like 3.
That's fair.
Anyway, that's me. Hello, bye.
Hey, everybody. I'm Dave. I am playing Zalnicus Milnion, who is a Circle of Stars druid, an old man who turns into bright, radiant light when he's stressed out, and then takes cat naps afterwards. Super happy to be playing. Michael, thank you, sir, for running a game. Really appreciate it. It's fun to play. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what charcuterie boards we get into tonight. Chicanery, that's what I was looking for.
Oh,
That's
boy.
another
We need to
word.
put some gravy on this.
Chicanery.
So
Very-
hard.
Very close.
Hey, don't take my tagline.
Oh, no. It's our tagline now.
Cans of chicane.
Grayforest, because apparently I'm calling you by your character names tonight. What's up?
Hello, my name is Grayforest Zebulon Odonaghue. I am a College of Eloquence bard, and can't wait to get back into it. My real name's Andy.
Wait, what?
I did it totally in reverse.
Just trying to keep
I
you
don't
all
know.
on your toes.
So that's where I'm at tonight, I guess.
I think we're all a little bit there. It's okay. That last leads Orcanna Bone Crusher.
Hello, I am Orcanna Bone Crusher, and I am a barbarian, Path of the Ancestral Guardian, level 3. I'm also Ashley. I go by Minnesota Muse, and I am here to play some D&D, man, and rescue goats.
Well, you've rescued the goat. Now you just have to keep him safe. You have to make sure you protect your party and your goat. So
Oh, you're gonna make me choose?
Don't let
Not
it get
yet.
your goat.
Don't get my
Oh.
goat.
Boo. Hey, I believe we probably have some announcements. Dave, do we have some announcements?
I think we do. Yeah. I could kick it off. We are very, very honored and happy to let folks know that this game is sponsored by our friends at CZRPG, the brilliant creators of all kinds of 5th editions Dungeons and Dragons content. We're talking about game settings, player options, adventures. Michael likes to call them modules. Old school. Yeah, modules. They've got all kinds of great maps, etc. They've got a Kickstarter that everybody should go check out. I just plopped a link in the chat for you. That's a callback to our earlier conversation, if anybody caught that. And then, guys, what's really cool is CZRPG has donated. I can hear somebody's keyboard really loud. CZRPG has donated a copy of Realm Warp Media's game that we're playing in, the Isle of Endless Fog, which is going to be fantastic. So if you want to win that, it's !drawing. Andy's going to show you how to do it. It's amazing. It's an 80-page PDF with 16 new creatures, 11 new items, 4 settlement maps. I mentioned this last week. I'm still terrified. A corruption map. But what's even more death-defying is the map of Derby Haven, Kirk. Believe it. And then there's something called, I'm not even going to tell them what that other thing is called because it's terrifying. Check it out, win it, play in it, have fun with it, put some gravy on it, and thank you to CZRPG, Christian, Jack, Realm Warp Media, everyone. Thank you, everyone.
And we can again assure you that in the redacted location, there are no dragons.
That might be true.
That's hopefully true. Any more announcements from you, dear Dave?
Oh, dear Michael, I don't think so. Well, I guess I'll say this. Everybody in the chat knows this already, but if you want to influence the game, you can cheer with bits to give our players or our DM advantage rolls or luck rolls. So keep that in mind. I just put some information in the chat for that. Gosh, we really appreciate you all being here to watch, and it's really fun to see some of you coming back week after week. So thank you very much. That's all I have.
Wonderful. Hey, Chad.
Yeah.
Bearcats.
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 I don't have any announcements anymore. Mine,
Really?
as far as I know.
Wow,
all of
they
my
were
announcements
just
are
We're
at
done
that
promoting
con.
all the cons.
Oh,
are
wow.
currently used up. Yeah.
There's
Hopefully
got to
I'll
be a
have some
con coming up
announcements.
that we
Oh.
could promote.
Yeah.
Well, there are cons coming up. I just don't know if they're virtual and we're attending them. Like the next
No.
con I know of for
Gary
certain.
Con, baby.
What is Gary Con?
March 24th to 27th.
Well, because PAX Unplugged is December 9th, 10th, and 11th.
That's right,
So
and we'll be there.
We will?
Yeah, we're doing a live show there. You didn't hear that? Ashley booked it for us last week. She didn't tell you?
You're running it, Michael.
See?
You're running it.
Yeah.
The problem is
It's not-
PAX
none of
Unplugged
that's
is
true.
actually a local con for me. It's like 4 hours away. And I like
yes.
Runehammer goes there. Like Hank Fresnell shows up.
Go say
I
hi to
can't
Hank
make
for
it this
us.
year, and I am so sad.
Yeah.
So you dangled hope in front of me, like just a beautiful, rich, plump cherry.
Excuses. I would like
Oh,
to say,
right.
hey, to anybody who came out for the Games Tavern Operation Supply Drop charity event last
game.
weekend. Thanks. It was awesome. We raised a bunch of money for Operation Supply Drop, which is fantastic. Some people may have participated in the eventual death of a party
Did that end in a TPK, or was it just like a
Technically,
heading that way?
no. It just ended, but we all know what would have happened.
Oh,
Yeah, it was looking pretty grim.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if I had one more turn, I was gonna try and that the guy with all the
Wyvern?
tentacles hadn't
Oh.
left the room. I was gonna try banishment
Mm.
and
Just always a good call.
just
Mhm.
left.
But then
He's
that
like,
wyvern
"We're-"
showed up.
And
And that wyvern showed up.
yes, if that wyvern hadn't shown up.
He hung out for two rounds of combat and didn't seem
Yeah.
like it was worth his time.
Yeah.
He had minions.
Minions.
But that was that was an awesome event. And
Yeah, we
I
raised
really
over $3,000 for Operation Supply Drop, which is a
Yeah.
fantastic organization that does good things for veterans. So it was really
That's
fun.
wonderful.
Yep, really good stuff.
I really enjoyed playing in the Bearcats game on Saturday morning-ish, as you
Yeah.
can tell. So thank you so much, Chad, for running that. Bearcat bot lives eternal.
Yeah.
Andy,
Yes.
Mr. Gatormson, I was
Um,
thinking, I am considering taking one of those North Atlantic cruises, probably to see like Iceland and Ireland, maybe go up through the Faroe Islands and up the Norwegian coast. But I don't know what to wear for that. Would you have any suggestions?
I actually have the perfect suggestion.
Oh,
You could pick up Superior Adventurers Guild t-shirt or sweatshirt and or wall art to hang up in your cruise cabin wall hotel room, and you'll be the
Have you been on a cruise?
you'll be the fanciest one on board wearing one of these here shirts.
I deeply appreciate that. Although, truth be told, I'm the fanciest person everywhere I go.
It's
That's
true.
actually
It's true.
not true at all. I lack a number of necessary cravats and crushed velvet outfits for that.
You're fancy on the inside.
Must have
Ooh,
cravat.
that was nice.
Well, that's what my doctor says, and then he also says he's writing a few papers on my condition. So
That's complicated.
it is. Life, much like gaming, is complicated. Speaking of which, if we have no more announcements, let's get complicated. Dun-dun-dun, Darkwing Duck. That's just where my brain went.
Complicated. I thought he said dangerous.
That was the
Yeah.
joke.
Mhm.
So
okay.
let us
I'm
catch
just doing
back
a
up.
file not found, like
Yeah.
going back into the 90s.
Eat herp, eat herp.
I just dated everyone who recognized that reference. Those of you who didn't say anything, good on you. Smart move. Well, it may have been a smart move on the player's part. The characters, on the other hand, have made a series of unwise moves. Admittedly, many of them were brave. They've crossed vast distances, come from the Griff Mountains at one point, passed through the lands of tribal peoples, and almost were sent down the road naked. They weren't, because they weren't wizards. They've fought a crab demon. That dude was rough, but you guys destroyed him, as all crab demons should be. All in your, not necessarily singular quest, but your current drive to go to the Isle of Man, here on the far side of what was once the great kingdom of Aerdi, to seek out what evil lives here and hopefully drive it out. We'll see how that goes. It hasn't been the most, shall we say, auspicious start. There may have been a shipwreck. There may have been some washing ashore, half conscious. Someone may have, suffered levels of exhaustion, in fact, from that, which is fine. That's fine. He seemed okay. They may have encountered one auspicious thing, and that was Gray the Talking Goat, who, of course, is not Gray at all. He is also, unfortunately, while whimsical, not terribly useful. So that when you finally climbed the rocky path away from the beach that you had found yourself shipwrecked on through the mist and fog, and finally found you came around a turn and were accosted, came into conflict with, fought perhaps a quadro I suddenly don't know if that's a word for 5 things. But
is now.
5
Quint?
quinto?
No,
The important part is
just- no.
5.
A quint.
Quintet?
A
Quintet, yes. That would be
Quints.
a quintet
Okay.
Like the fruit.
of some strange form of undead. But that you did drive back to the hell from which they spawned with great alacrity and skill. I was most impressed and have now taken your measure. So that's going to end the way you think it's going to. And did so beneath the guise of an ancient statue, or not beneath the guise, beneath the gaze of an ancient statue looking down from the cliff above of a forgotten knight, possibly a forgotten king. It's hard to tell. The writing has been riven away by the passage of time. But you did decide climbing up onto the cliff with him and perhaps being behind the statue was a safer place to be for the night, as you were exhausted, wounded, perhaps running low on spells. I didn't track everyone's spell slots, but I'm pretty sure Chad was out of spell slots at that point. And you have settled in for the evening. So,
mark down on my character sheet that I have spell slots.
well,
So you've just started that problem.
I am the architect of my own demise, ladies and gentlemen. So, knowing many things, knowing that something has gone horribly wrong on this island, knowing that this mist is surrounding all things, and knowing perhaps most importantly that Fantasy Animal Vegan gave me 10 advantages, apparently.
That's on top of the one you had before, so you have 11
Mhm.
now.
Yeah, I'm tracking that. You settle in for a night. Is there anything before we get into watches? Is there any role play or any actions to be taken that you wish to go through? Zal, I saw a hand. You're the man.
Yep. Zal is already sleeping.
That is a form of role play, so we will take it.
I would just like to say that Gray is my emotional support goat.
That
I
is
thought it
very
was
So he's
Greg.
doing just fine.
Is it not Greg? I have Greg in my notes.
It's gray.
No, I thought you were just saying it wrong because you're old.
That's what I thought too.
So Greg,
Maybe I was and maybe I wasn't. You silly
poop.
kids, you.
All right.
No, Chad. So Zal is gone. He is dead to the world.
He does talk in his sleep, though. I didn't mention that before.
Oh, well, did you want to give us an example of what he was saying, or should we just imagine it?
I will when the time is right.
Oh, at the opportune moment.
Correct.
Wonderful. The other 4 of you, what will you do?
oh boy.
I'm trying and not succeeding at cleaning my robes.
Well, did you bring soap?
No, I did not.
That would be your problem. Ashley, what's up?
I have
I will
soap.
take first watch. I don't have any
Yes, we-
spells.
We should set up a watch.
Yeah, you guys should set up a watch. Says Gray.
Grayforest.
Yes.
I'll reach into my bag and I'll pull out, or well, not into my bag. I'll put my chest down because I have a chest strapped to my back, and I'll open it up and I'll pull out a bar of soap.
Oh,
Here you go.
oh, I thank you. This will.
You-
This. I could use this.
Do you want to help me watch Saul?
Yeah.
He smells
I'll
so
keep an eye
bad.
on him. Damn, he's
Greg
talking
is
in his
nowhere
sleep
near
again.
him.
How he just got dunked in the ocean? How does he still smell like that? I don't,
Yeah, I swear to God, he's got stink spells.
is he carrying something with him?
Yes.
Separate old man.
I
Another
think
old
he
man.
eats mung beans.
So
That
you
is
just
fair-
watch
fair
him while he's
peculiar.
sleeping?
Yeah, who's taking first watch?
I'm pretty sure Orcanna
Oh,
just
okay.
said so.
Orcanna.
Were you not listening, Other Gray?
No, I was too busy cleaning myself. I'll take second watch if you wake me up when you're done.
Can I wake you up?
Before you go.
Gray, you stay out of this.
Rude.
I'll take
Bitch, you're
third
gonna go.
watch.
And then I'll wake everyone in the morning.
Okay. If no one, I guess an important thing to decide, just to make sure, is there actually an attempt to wash Zal in the night?
No.
Okay, just checking. That would have had consequences. I'm absolutely certain. So I wanted to check there. Instead, Ashley, dear Orcanna,
Yes.
would you mind rolling me a d20?
Sure. $12.
12, you say. To shreds, you say.
That's how I
Excellent.
like my beef.
Well,
During my watch, has Gray gone to sleep yet or not?
Gray does go to sleep at some point during your watch, possibly curled up
Okay.
against you,
Okay.
making weird, goat sleeping noises. I don't know what a sleeping goat sounds like. That's legit. So, dueling goats, if you will. Nothing particularly untoward happens during your watch that you're aware of. You do occasionally hear the gulls. There is a cold breeze that just blows up around the rocks off of the sea. So it is not the most comfortable place you've ever camped, but it's by no means the worst. And nothing untoward happens. Go ahead.
I do have danger sense, by the way.
What does danger sense do?
It is a uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should, giving you an edge when you dodge away from danger. Advantage on dexterity saving throws, such as effects you can see, traps, spells. So like just in case there is something like out there.
Do you want me to provide something for you to roll a dex saving throw against?
No,
I can.
but I just figured it's such a weird skill and you probably didn't know I had it. So
I was vaguely aware you had it, but I didn't remember the mechanics. The important part is that's okay. If I call for a dex save, you're on top of it.
All right. Get it. That's it.
You will awake the Zeb?
Yes. I will go over and poke Zeb.
Oh,
Zeb, wake up.
What?
Your turn.
Okay, already. Okay.
I'll make sure he gets up before I grab my blanket and roll over.
The goat just wearily follows you and also leans up against you while you slumber. Because Orcanna is a protector of the ancestors, a raging barbarian, also generates a lot of heat. And that's really what he's looking for right now.
I'm a big girl.
You are whatever size you need to be, but you're much bigger than the goat, and that's what matters. Zeb, would you mind rolling me a d20?
Oh, just a straight d20?
Just a straight d20. 14. Nothing particularly untoward happens on your watch either. The gull's quiet. So eventually you're just left with the whistling of the wind and the rocks. The mist occasionally swirling about in odd patterns. It's disconcerting. Nothing actually happens, but again, definitely uncomfortable. Certainly not your favorite place you've been. You will awaken someone?
Who is next? Can't remember. Oh, I'll wake up Reyhan.
Reyhan, you have drinking of the water of life. You now see all the lives of those who have come before you and are awakened to the golden path you must lead humanity down. Also sandworms. It's kind of weird.
Stab it.
Fair enough. But in all honesty, hey, you're awake. Enjoy that.
Did anything happen?
Oh, no, nothing happened.
Excellent.
I didn't hear anything.
All right, you settle in for your watch. Reyhan, would you
Yep.
mind rolling me a d20?
$11.
You rolled an 11. On a roll of an 11, also nothing happens. It's a quiet watch, and it is, again, other than the noises of the wind and the rocks, which occasionally does sound like the wailing of a distant banshee or perhaps something else hungering for the souls of mortals, is perfectly normal, just very cold. You probably have to build the fire up a little bit as time goes by. But yeah.
Are we? So are we able to see the sky at all?
No, there are no stars.
Because of the fog, or are there no stars?
You presume because of the fog. If you choose to assume there's another reason, I will confirm or deny nothing.
Fair enough.
Sorry. You wake the Tethros.
I will wake Tethros.
Hey, Tethros, you're awake. What's that like?
Wiki
What's up,
wiki.
Reyhan?
Hello.
How'd you sleep?
Damp. This fog, it sticks to everything.
Yeah, it's kind of like the mountains. Well, during a snowstorm.
When
kinda
are we
like
gonna
it,
get?
actually.
When are we gonna get going?
Oh shit, Zal's awake? Zal,
I've
when
been up
did you
for an
wake up?
hour.
Zal, jeez. Can you do me a huge favor, man?
Of course.
I'll,
My friend.
I'll lean over and I'll open up my chest again. I'll pull out a bar soap. And I'll toss it to him. Can you just
Thank
just
you.
please just do something with the scrub your feet.
Quite nice.
You'll have to splash some water on it.
The mist is sticky enough. The fog, I mean. Yep,
There's not
definitely.
a goddamn star in the sky, Tethrosh.
Yeah, they're up there. You just can't see them.
Well, by my estimation, Colexia should be right in there somewhere. Let me see. I'll cast
there.
Gust. I'll use my cantrip Gust to try to blow some of the fog out of the way.
How much, what is the length of gust?
Oh, it's lengthy. It actually doesn't say in the cantrip. It just says that you can you can move a medium or smaller creature 5 feet, and
That's a lot of gust.
You can blast air and move objects that weigh no more than 5 pounds.
I'm gonna say that by definition has to be a very potent gust of wind, if you will, which is interesting because even in the firelight, you can see how the pillar of wind just shoots skyward from the druid's hands, magically, if you will. For just a second, it seems to clear somewhere above you enough to see the stars above, but it's only for a brief minute, and the fog just kind of flows back in. But just to make sure Chad feels okay, they were the correct stars when you saw them.
You're a study of the celestial bodies, are you?
I mean, they're up there, right? Reyhan knows more than I do, I bet.
It's always good to know where you're under the sky. I can't talk.
Me no word good. It's okay.
You know we're good.
It is, although, as you may know, my friend, Coloxias is oftentimes referred to as the ship of fools. Very fitting, I would say, wouldn't you?
I mean, if you're on that ship, then yeah, it's fitting.
But I was speaking of the ship. Forget it.
Hey, Tethros, while this is going on, would you roll me a D20 real quick?
Re-20.
A re-20. I am not wording good tonight. We're all just going with it.
Bar is very low. It's all right, everyone.
Ooh, a 5.
I got a 5.
Please, everyone, continue.
What do you think will be? How far will we be? Where are we going?
Well, we're going to the village that Greg is going to get us to.
Oh yes, Greg. I had a bit of a dream about Greg.
Yeah, I know.
We
You
know
talked about him in your sleep.
Oh,
As you have this conversation, you notice the fog. The fog kind of moves around as the wind's blowing it in off the coast, kind of behind you. The direction changes. The fog begins to flow in from the island, and as you're making a joke about Greg and remembering the dream, it begins to thicken to the point that at first you can't really. You could see down the into the little bit of the valley below you in the firelight, and that disappears. And a couple of minutes later, the statue is no longer visible, 20 feet from you.
oh my.
Wow, this is disconcerting.
A
Perhaps
few
we
minutes
should wake
later,
everyone up.
Wait, what?
As you go to wake people up, as Reyhan suggested, you notice your limbs feel heavier than normal. Almost like, are you
Sleep
sure
paralysis.
you're awake?
It'll make the benefit
don't
of
feel-
push-ups more.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel right.
Worst sleep ever.
There's the fog just seems to be heavy, if you will, like it's bearing
And
down
it's
on
dank.
you. It's
Everything
dank.
is damp.
It's damp. It's good Scottish weather.
What do you want to do? Should we leave?
How rested are people feeling, at least?
Mechanically speaking, everyone did, because you probably started sleeping a couple of hours after sundown. Everyone has had the opportunity to mechanically complete a long rest. It's just the equivalent of 4 in the morning.
It's my normal time of getting up, actually. So I'm ready to go when you are. Now take your time.
Yeah, I don't mind waking up this early either. I'd like to see the sunrise.
Should be a beautiful sun. Scratch that.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing any sun today.
So what if I put you on my shoulders? Do you think you'll see the sun then?
We could try. I could
Is-
gust some wind again.
Is there
Yeah.
something we should know about this fog?
Well,
It sucks.
smells like forest.
What were you
Smells like a
thinking?
forest.
Yeah, it's kind of foresty around us.
Hey, Gray,
Yeah.
how long has fog been here for?
Seasons?
No, like this though. Like
Seasons. It started in winter, and it's fall now. I don't care. You know, your characters would know.
It's not normal.
Wait, what's
No.
this? What's this island called?
Island.
Oh, Greg, you are so smart. I am proud of you, goat.
I'm a talking goat, big guy. I don't know. Do you think I'm a cursed prince?
Well, now I do.
Is that
Are you
thing
going to kiss
here?
him?
It has to be true love. I read that in a
Fair.
manual for transforming animals.
Perhaps Zal would like a try.
Yes, Zal had dreams of you licking his feet.
It tickled.
I'm very uncomfortable with this conversation, says the goat.
Stay
And
away
hides
from me,
behind
Greg.
Orcanna.
Stay away from me and my
It's
feet.
gonna be okay, Zal. We can always eat him. We need to.
No one eats my emotional support goat.
Yeah.
Orcanna.
How does this
Okay.
thick fog handle the firelight and the fire?
It doesn't seem to necessarily affect the fire, other than it's a much thicker, heavier fog, and it reduces how far you see. So it's not acting in a even weirder supernatural fashion, other than just it's sudden super thick fog coming the right way.
Okay.
At least from appearance. I will say after a few more minutes, it begins to dissipate, and everyone feels a little bit less weighed down by the environment around them.
Fog is a bit
the wind-
oppressive in nature when it rolls in thick like that. Is everyone feeling okay? Kind
Yeah,
of looks
they're
at
now,
everyone with
yes.
one eye closed. Yes.
Do we feel better now that the fog
You
has
do.
lightened?
You do.
I think this is magic fog.
Yes.
Yeah, there definitely is something unnatural about it.
It kind
What's
of
on that?
pierces
It's fog.
perhaps.
Jacket.
Well, perhaps we should move out of this area with the thick fog area and go somewhere where there's light
Yeah,
fog.
Didn't we find out there was no more path up there?
The path does die out beyond the rocks.
Well,
guess,
thankfully,
we
we
could
brought
just-
a ranger with us.
We could just keep moving in that general direction.
Greg, you know the way, right?
Oh, we're gonna have the goat show us. Is
We were
that
following
what-
him from the start, weren't we?
No.
He does
Oh.
live here.
We've done stranger things.
Okay.
We were following path.
All right.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
his house.
It's all kind of a blur. Well, Greg,
the goat
can
looks
you-
really confused.
Greg, you know the way to the nearest town?
No,
Why not? You live here.
I live on the island. I'm a
Yes.
goat.
So?
Goat don't know where you're going.
If
He's
I
talking,
could,
goat.
Move on.
He's smarter than Zal already.
if I may ask a question, that was mean. Are any of you jog my memory? Sometimes I have a hard time remembering things. Are any of you particularly adept at finding your way through forests and wildlands and that such?
I'm wondering if that, almost as if were they trained in survival?
No.
That could be it.
Yeah, I know how to do that.
Oh, it is the ranger, the ranger barbarian.
The
Well,
Rangerian.
Orcanna, you need to
Oh.
lead the way.
In fact, I'm skilled in survival as well. I forgot about that altogether.
Oh boy.
Back home, I was scout for tribe. But you know, like I'm a barbarian, not the ranger.
Same
I'll take a
difference.
look around and see, not getting too far away, from the group. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take out my rope, and I'm gonna give half of it
Oh, I'll do it.
to the goat, and I'll say, "You stay here," and I will labyrinth my way around to see if I can find anything within the range of my rope.
Goat will eat that.
He looks the most trustworthy of you. Okay, I take it from the goat, and I give it
En's already a
to
little frayed.
Reyhan. It's a little soggy.
And you're
And
gonna
then I go and look around.
like how much rope do you have? Like, did you go crazy and you're like, I have a kilometer of rope because you said you could have anything?
That's true. You did say we could have anything. And she probably has the strength to carry a kilometer of rope.
I have 200 rope. 200 feet.
You have 200 feet of rope?
He has
Yes.
200
I have a
rope.
hempen rope. I have the rope that comes with the kit.
That's 50 feet.
Yes.
So that moves you along the cliffs to kind of like the edge of the valley. In the dark, the sun has still not risen.
I have dark vision,
Correct, which
but
just
it's
means
only
yeah. So that it's only so much help, especially even in the mist. So roll me a perception check at disadvantage.
okay.
If I could make it worse than disadvantage, I would because of the circumstances, but 5th edition only gives me one layer of disadvantage.
I mean, perhaps it has cover.
12.
What
I
do you
almost got
think-
a 23.
Almost. What do you think out there has cover, Chad?
We'll find out.
It's always great when the paranoia writes the story for you. Anyway, the important part is in that 50 feet, that gets you towards where like the ravine and the overlapping rocks start to come together to create kind of the highland past. You find nothing untoward in the dark. You don't see anything lurking. You don't see anything but trees, shrub, and stone.
All right. I will return, and I'm gonna say, did anyone have like a map or have seen this island before? Did we just come here with no preparation whatsoever?
Well, my uncle lives here, but I don't know how to get there.
Have you ever visited him?
No,
Perhaps
I've
your
never met
uncle
him.
sent you letter with a secret map.
No,
You drew it for aesthetic purpose.
my parents told me that they lived here.
Any stories about the island, such as we would always go down to the ravine from the fishing well? Not anything.
From the fishing well?
I don't know. I just quaint stories
Well-
about human life.
If we always travel up, then I think that'd be a good idea.
My friend, I'm going to give you a shot here. Tethros, would you mind rolling me a history check?
Zal's gonna look around for tracks to see if there are any game trails or otherwise.
An 8.
An 8?
Yep.
Okay. And Dave, if you wouldn't mind rolling me a survival check to look for those tracks. For you, Tethros, the only thing
19.
you really have going for you is giants of almost all varieties tend to like mountains. Sometimes to
kinda
get
what I
under
was
them,
thinking.
sometimes to be on them, depending on the flavor of giant you're dealing with, the tribe, if you will. But they generally like mountains. You know you like mountains.
Zal rolled a 19.
I'm seeing a 24 on my end. Are you sure?
Oh,
It's
really?
19?
Yeah, +5.
Oh, yep. I guess it is. 24.
Actually, I see a hand. I'll get to you in just a second, okay?
Sure, I have an idea.
Beautiful. Dave, you grouse around.
Big Zal,
um,
actually.
Nope. We're going full original D&D cartoon. Dave, you have now been dropped into your character stats. You yourself are on this island. Remember,
No.
if you die in the game,
Don't do
you
that
die
to me.
for real.
No,
No,
that's not true.
I hope not. It's gonna get real weird real fast.
Is this dark web?
Yeah.
Halloween is coming.
Halloween is coming. Oh gosh. Anyway, focusing back up. You don't find any fresh tracks. You can see that there have been a couple of game trails along the highlands here, and you do find there's a couple of crevices where there were like mice nests, but there is nothing in them, and none of the game trails have been used very recently.
Okay.
What do you got, Ashley?
Okay. All right. So, Zal, you are a druid of stars, and you know about stars, yes?
Yes, quite a bit.
So, based on your expert knowledge of stars, would you know what direction we came from? Because you saw stars just now, and you saw stars when we washed up, yes?
Of course.
So based on that, we would have direction of where we should be going to go into the island.
Yes, of course. Is that what we're trying to do? It's that way.
Oh my god.
Right.
Oh, okay. Is that where we're at now? We got a direction.
Where's?
I think we should.
I
Just
I
get
guess
going.
we
mean-
do.
I think we should get going.
I feel it
Just a
incumbent upon
second.
me as our ringmaster here to ask, was it Zal who kept the compass that you found on the captain's corpse? Okay, just
Uh-huh.
checking.
We have a compass?
Yes, right
Orcanna,
here.
would you mind taking that compass and
Here, no,
kind of
this is.
guiding us away from the shore?
I'm holding on to the compass. You're not taking it away from me.
Zal, now let's not be argumentative about this.
I'm not
Please.
arguing. I'm telling you.
Please. Please, can we have it?
Oh, no.
Just hold it out and let us all look at it at the same time. And then we'll
Okay.
follow it.
Look at it right there.
Very nice. This is all yours. You. God dang, you smell. God,
I used the soap as you instructed.
not very well.
I don't smell anything. If we want to continue inland, we would go in that direction. Right there.
All right, let's
For
go
the
that way
record,
then.
for those of as people observe from the compass, direct inland is due south.
All
right.
Before we go any further, Zal, you said you had a way to make food, but you needed to memorize the right spell. Did you?
Did I say that?
I mean,
It
I-
seems
I
like a
have
week
rations.
ago or more.
Where you need food?
I push the goat behind me.
I think we should get this out of the way right now. We're not eating Greg. Can we all be in agreement of that? Greg is
Oh.
not lunch.
I
Friends,
think his
not
name's
food.
Greg.
I'm out of lobster claws.
He does get a bit hungry, that Tethros. Tethros, we'll find you something to eat, but just swear to it.
I have one ration left.
I've got rations here. Take this.
All right.
It's
Can
a
I have
nibbled,
two
nibbled
more?
on piece of tack.
Can I
There you
have
go.
2 more?
Yeah, sure. Just don't eat Greg.
I
Fine.
take out 2 rations and I pass one to Greg and I eat the other one.
Goats are not quiet when they eat, so everyone knows what's happening.
All right, we should go. Zal, why don't you sit on the chest and then I'll throw it on my back and we'll go.
And then I'll just I'll tug on your ear to tell you which way to go.
You won't do that.
Okay.
But you just hold the compass out where I can see it.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
All right, Leo, let's go.
Why don't we just have Zal tell us where to go?
Because he is nuttier than an outhouse at a peanut festival. All right, let's just keep going.
Bless you, Andy. Bless you.
No.
That's the line that carries you out into the pre-dawn darkness from this rocky path onto the Isle of Man. What? Are you guys going at like a normal pace? You hoofing it? You taking your time and going slowly? Just good to know for my end.
I think I'm crying.
There's no crying in Dungeons and Dragons. That's a lie. Everyone's watched part of Critical Role.
Mine is a free action.
Crying is a free action. That is accurate.
Perhaps we should go a little slow since we can't see shit.
Are we still heading
We can-
south?
We can all hold on to rope if you want to. We can pretend we're small children.
It's not that misty out.
That makes me feel better.
All
Does
right.
anyone want the rope? Like,
Yeah,
Wait,
we
you're
can
just
make
giving it.
a-
I'll take it.
We can make a.
well,
a
I'm not
line-
gonna give it to you.
a line
I'm
through our
just give you
belts and
part of it
stuff.
to hold on to. Like, I'll hold on to one end, and if people want it, I will like pass portions of it
Well-
back, and that they can hold on to it if they want.
Oh,
Gray
eating.
is slowly eating the backside of it.
Taking him a while. So
I have gained proficiency in religion thanks to the Church of Latter-day Saints. I'm legally changing Gray's name, and I kill him.
You went
I
there.
don't know what happened, but I feel
Yeah, I know.
touched in all the wrong ways. So I could make this roll, but I much prefer to put the fate of the party in their own hands. Who amongst you would roll for me a d20?
I'm going for it.
I think Zeb should have to.
18.
Oh yeah,
That's either
probably
good or
good,
bad.
right? Or it's really bad.
It's either really good or really bad.
Hopefully, it's good.
You take off across the brushy heath. As you move, the darkness begins to leaven and fade from a, damp, cloying, wind-blown night to a moist, windy, and still cloying, grayish day. The fog here is, of course, still present, but it's not nearly as thick. You can see for hundreds of feet in each direction, enough to make out that you're moving across very much perhaps a scene we might see in one of the old Highlander movies or The Outlander or anything else filmed in Scotland. There's green grass, rock outcroppings just at random that appear out of the ground. You go past, in the early light, at least the foundations of what probably was at one point a farmhouse, but it hasn't been for a long time, as it's just a vague square of rocks piled upon one another. But by the time you can fully see what's going on because the sun is up, nothing untoward has happened. You can no longer hear the ocean, so you've moved away from that, you're certain. Do you wish to just continue due south? Okay.
I guess, yeah.
What
Yeah.
kind of terrain do we like? Are we is there like, oh, we can see some trees over there, or
As you move through it, as things come into view, you see the occasional scrubby bush, occasionally a copse of some sort of evergreen, small copses, short trees, but it's very much kind of just a windswept highland here on the this very northern tip of the island. Ashley?
I would like to watch for tracks or like people or a path or like anything that looks like people were here-ish. If I could see like, trees that have been felled recently or something that would indicate this was closer to the town.
Roll me, if you wouldn't mind, a survival check.
Normal or
I'm not imposing any disadvantage at this time.
it's okay, I'll do it
Because
myself.
I didn't have to.
It's a 6.
Hey, that used to be a farm. That's the farthest you got is you got to go past that in the early morning. Clearly, you need coffee or tea or whatever the stimulant of morning choice for the morning is among your people.
what do you mean used to be a farm?
Well, it's just a foundation, an old overgrown foundation. Like it used to be a farm 50 to 100 years ago. Now it's it was a nesting ground for what looks like gulls, but there are no gulls there anymore.
Are there any old crops that have since grown wild in the area?
Not that you see immediately. Also, is your character a farmer?
No, but he eats.
We all do. There, as you go past that, you see no fields. If there had been anything, a garden or a fenced-off area, it has long since passed into the ruin of time. Would someone else care to roll me a 20-sided dice as you continue south?
I'll do it. Oh, someone beat me to it. And it's good.
Too slow.
Natural 20.
Nat 20 indeed.
Swarm of skeleton gulls.
Which is nice.
That's a monster I just invented.
Skeletal gulls.
Yep.
I would never, ever do that to you.
Don't give him any ideas. He's
Well, now
got
there
20
will be.
advantages.
I do have
21,
20
I think.
advantages.
Are you serious? It's really 20? No, it's like 10, right?
It's 11.
11,
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
11.
But the best part about things like that is I can just go, sure. Sorry, hitting a button. You continue southward, led by Zal and his magical compass. Well, it may be magical. You wouldn't know. You haven't checked. But Kirk, how many sunglasses can you put on? I have to ask that out loud really quick.
3 right now.
Okay, just checking. Had to get that out of my system.
I only got 3.
As you continue further south, the day gets brighter until the day starts getting darker. The fog thickens, and whereas at points earlier around dawn you thought you might perhaps be able to see a scant bit of blue sky above, you proceed through these highlands and the colors around you become leaden. The fog itself closes in so that you can only see, 50 or 100 feet in front of you. Still going at a slow pace, I wager?
I would like to take some fabric and put it over my face, just in case it has any kind of breathing properties, since it is magic.
I'm gonna huff it.
You're going to huff the fog.
Yeah.
I'm
if
gonna
he-
just
if he
breathe
breathes
really
it
deep.
in, that's like doing damage to the fog.
That's
I'm
I
I'm gonna
appreciate
I'm
you
gonna
trying to
suck up
be the
all the
canary.
that is a
Breathe deep, friend.
that is a
I always
whole
do.
thing that apparently you've decided to do there. But no, nothing weird happens when you inhale it. It seems like just normal, if thick fog.
I'm gonna look at Orcanna like she's a little crazy now. And then I'm gonna look up at kind of lean back and look up at Saul for a second, and then look at Orcanna again. Then look down, shake my head.
It looks good on you.
Thank you. It makes me feel safer.
From
As you
what?
continue further south, not 20 or 30 minutes later, if you will, you start to notice that you come into a lightly forested area. So it's no longer, just kind of a highland you're in. It's actually, gosh, what are the words I am looking for?
The forest.
I felt like I was looking for something else, but I guess just forest is the best way to say it. And as you do, you begin to notice things don't look right. As you look down between the trees, the grass looks wilted in patches. Except it's not wilted like in the brown of winter. It's a strange kind of dead gray. And the
Like
trees.
like a sun scorching.
Are you gonna kind of get down and take a look at it?
Sure.
Roll me a survival check on this. Or nature. Nature would be acceptable as well. I don't know which is better for you.
A 9.
The best you can tell is just it's not burnt, but it's just kind of gray and almost decaying.
Is it crumbly?
No. It's moist. Almost just like a little gooey. Like there's just a faint bit of gravy on it.
I love gravy.
That's gross.
You want some grass gravy?
Yeah, let me see that,
Points at it.
Orcanna. Let me see a bit of that grass.
That is unusual.
He'll take it.
Gray's like, it tastes terrible.
I could see why you didn't hang out here.
Has Zal seen anything like this before with grass? He knows his grass pretty well.
Roll me. Nature.
He knows his grass. Shit.
12.
A 12.
No, you have not dealt with anything like this before that, and more importantly, I suppose, it's not something you've heard about, because you've heard about other areas of, strange nature, especially further to the west, where, there's still fallout from the night of colorless fire thousands of years ago. But nothing seems familiar about this.
It's unnatural. We should move quickly through this area in case it's ensorcelled with some sort of chaotic magic.
I think it would be a good idea if we all played a drum together as we walked.
I don't think that's a good idea, fellas.
It will draw attention to us so people can find us because we're lost.
Maybe no unnecessary noises right now.
Why? What's wrong with noise?
Some more of those zombie types might show up again.
No unnecessary noise.
Do you think?
I'm gonna slap the horn out of Greg's mouth.
That was not Greg. That was a noise that rattled through the trees around you.
Oh, jeez.
Is it like was it a horn sound though?
No, it was more like perhaps a wolf cry.
Oh,
Oh,
What the hell was that?
that's food. That's food, guys.
Oh hell.
We can draw them in with drums.
that's not how you catch wolves.
You play food and then you eat them.
All right. Let's stay close. Let's keep moving. Let's.
You have a
Do you
song
think-
called Food. Sing us this song.
Yes, Ashley?
Do you think we should go into the forest, or we should just skirt the outside of the forest? Around.
Well, what's the compass say?
What does that say?
It says, well, it doesn't really speak, but it's pointing in that direction right there.
Which one's pointing that way?
Zal, that would be north.
I know how to read a compass. Zebulon, or whatever your name is.
Zal,
If we're
we've
headed
discussed this
due
before. You can call me
south,
Zeb.
then we're headed in that direction. If we were to
Okay.
go a different direction, then we can do that.
I'm not afraid of a dying forest.
Good.
Maybe we should just stick to one direction.
Yeah, let's keep going.
I
wanna
wonder
skirt
if
this.
someone climbs this tree, if we could see better.
Okay, climb the tree.
Is that
Orcanna, you can climb a tree, right?
Are you saying that you're gonna climb it?
Maybe.
Do you
Is
want
that
to? You want me to lift you up
athletics?
there?
Climbing a tree would be athletics, yes.
All right, then I will do it. I will climb a sturdy looking tree.
Okay. You find a nearby tree, and it is a sizable one. And the first thing you realize as you put your hand on it is you thought that it had, it's fall. All the trees around here seem to have lost their leaves. So, 'tis the seas. Nope, there's just patches of gray on the bark. It will probably support your weight, but
I
it
will
is
spot you.
diseased. Going for it?
Sure,
Yeah, I'll spot
I'm
you.
You're a
going to
trooper.
fall and die.
You won't
Please roll me
die.
All right.
athletics.
This will be the
Zal will
first
reach.
time,
Zal will reach down to you, Orcanna, before you go, and say, "I will give you guidance."
Sweet.
So he touches your
Uh,
shoulder as you walk by, and you get a D4 to add to the ability check.
24.
Yeah, you don't care if this is some sort of weird disease tree, or if it's a cursed tree, or a tree that's actually a mimic, then the mimic has a disease. None of these things stop you. You are just, okay, going up a tree. You know how this goes. And you get probably 60, 70 feet up before you kind of hit the point where it's not going to support your weight any longer if you go higher.
Big-ass tree.
It's a sizable tree. Yes, it was perhaps a large elm or oak at one point.
Mhm.
And you can actually, oh yeah, none of the trees you can see have leaves, which is good. There is this obscuring mist, of course, that still hangs about, but you do see perhaps 100 feet-ish to your west. There is something moving along the ground slowly, in a way that you would recognize as an animal stalking. And it kind of is sniffing the ground and then sniffing the air.
Okay.
And you hear it kind of yip back into the. Everyone kind of hears a yip out in the in the fog, and you hear some answering yips come back.
Okay.
What kind of spread do we
but
have on the
that's-
answering yips?
At least a couple. The sound bounces weirdly around here. Oh, they're
Okay.
all in the same direction to the west.
That's where I was going.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. Then I will climb down. If that is all I can see.
Yeah, that's all you can really see from there. Goddamn fog, as it were.
What did you see?
There is a big predator creature coming from the west, and he has friends also from the west.
Did it look meaty?
Maybe they're undead. I don't know.
Oh.
I've never eaten undead, and I don't want to try now.
Maybe we should head east then.
Yeah, let's go east.
I
I'm with
think
you,
we
Zeb.
should keep moving.
Okay, if that is what the party desires to do, you begin moving to the east.
If you like, I could, well, give us a bit of a bit of a buff with would make us a little bit stealthier as we pass through this area if we're concerned about being detected. It's a little something I like to call pass without traces.
Does it work on me?
It will work on any of you that stands within 30 feet of me, or not just stands, but moves within 30 feet of me, for that matter.
I
nice.
think this is a good idea.
I
Zal, you are.
I will cast Pass Without a Trace.
You continue to grace us with your wisdom.
Let's be stealthy about it then.
What would going east get us?
Away from a bunch of maybe undeads.
I was just thinking we'd go the other way from those wolves.
Are they wolves? If they're wolves, we should go west.
Whatever creatures they are.
Yeah,
Wolves
Yeah.
are edible.
nobody eats wolves. That's gross.
I would eat a wolf.
But why would we be driven by wolves?
I mean, you would like to encounter them?
Yep.
Just to ask out loud, what is everybody's passive perception for no reason?
12.
14.
14.
15.
13. You know, the wonderful thing about passes without traces is that even if you're standing still and arguing, you can still be stealthy. It's wonderful.
Cast it now.
Oh, I did.
Oh, you did
okay.
cast it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. So just
All
be
right.
stealthy while you're debating what to do next. Wink.
Okay, so we either set traps for wolves now, or we move into woods, or we move away from wolves.
Reyhan?
If we encounter wolves, we encounter wolves.
Reyhan, as you're having this conversation, you notice that about 40 feet to the west, there is a low dog-like figure that is creeping towards you and is now within sight. Is looking right at y'all.
Do you know
Well,
the
now we are
problem?
screwed.
Do you know the problem with wolves? They
Yeah,
always
they're
think
bold.
they are
Them
the
right over
hunter.
there.
And I'm going to draw my sword.
And with that, we're going to take it to a map. Dave, I'm going to be the first to say I'm terrible at this. How do I
map?
get all of your nicely linked tokens to a different map?
You can select them all, right-click, copy, and then go to the map that you want and paste
So
them
it's
in
just
there.
copy and
Yeah,
paste?
just-
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You can do
Yeah,
that,
just
yep.
draw a big square over them and copy and then drop them in.
Oh gosh, you guys are giants. I'm not gonna put you on a map at giant size, except for Tethros.
Oh,
Tethros
this-
is just stinking big.
I'm
Is this the
only
kind
medium.
Is this the kind of square that you have to draw over them?
No, I mean with the cursor.
That was a
but
joke.
Yeah. Did you
I
do
can-
that?
I did that on purpose.
What map do you want 'em on,
Why do you
Michael?
do this?
What map would you like them on?
I've already got everybody moved over. I'm just
got it.
prepping a couple of things before I take us all there.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, it's right there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So just kind of think deep thoughts for a half a second while I buy time to do what I'm doing and arranging things.
Maybe we could take a quick break.
We definitely can. I think it would be a good time
Yeah.
to. I just wanted to make sure that you as players, and the audience as well, get an idea of where you're arranged here before we do.
Mhm.
And the pack of strange-looking wolves that have emerged from the mist to your
Yes.
west.
Looky.
There's a lot of them.
yeah.
And
Damn
with
it.
that, we'll take a break, folks. So we'll be back in, what do you say, 10 minutes, y'all?
Works for me.
10 minutes?
All right.
Yes.
We're going to see how the party deals with these strange creatures and, wherever the evening takes us.
We're gonna stay hot mic'd. like
We
doing that.
usually have been.
Sure.
I like it.
Definitely.
right.
And also, of course, I believe there is still a drawing happening for I find CZRPG. What is the name?
Realm Warp Media.
Realm Warp Media module or adventure, whatever word you prefer, that we're playing right now. So be sure to enter. We'll be back. Oh yeah, you don't mess with gem dragons.
Oh hell no.
So we're live again.
Oh, we have been the whole time.
Hot Mike.
Mike.
As I
Oh.
put on some lip gloss for the whole stream. Thanks.
Oh,
Okay.
what?
So pretty.
Should we all get lip gloss?
You
I
don't-
mean,
you don't
you
have any on.
can.
You don't.
Hold
I mean,
on.
Lip
There's
gloss,
a-
guy liner. I'm
There's
totally
a ghost
like I'm for
dragon.
it.
There's a ghost dragon stat in here, stat block in here.
That's amazing.
Perfect.
It's chapstick, really, but I wanted to try.
Ugh. Horde mimic. Horde mimic.
Horde.
With a
Mimic.
D.
Mhm.
It's a mimic with a challenge rating of 8.
I'm there
my
for
God.
that. I'm excited about this. Yeah.
So about these wolf-ish creatures that are gonna murder us.
Wow. They're
So-
not necessarily going to murder you.
Have some faith. Arcanna.
So what
Wolves.
happens if
Have a
we
little
all
faith.
like TPK in this adventure? Is it like over early? Or
Oh.
like
Oh, I have dark ways of ensuring that the sweet release of death does not find you.
oh no.
No spoilers.
Yes.
No spoilers, but what do you think happens when everyone dies in ensorcelled
become
fog in a dead
evil.
forest?
I was
It's
actually
really-
just talking with my wife
Undead
about
Zia.
this the other day. In movies, when you're in like a poltergeisty movie where ghosts are haunting your house and trying to kill you, why aren't your ghosts then angry at those ghosts? And then there's a ghost war. Why aren't there factions of ghosts in a haunted house?
I believe that's technically Blades in the Dark again.
You and your
Um,
blades in the dark.
I am Blades in the Dark. That is accurate. Hey,
That's
we're
true.
we're entirely live. We're hopped up and ready to go. In fact, I apologize. I'm just trying to keep a certain kitten on the other side of this screen from getting into too much trouble. Say hello to everyone, kitten. Hello, I'm a problem.
But so
An
cute.
adorable problem.
Basically. So yes, to bring us all back, we're in this strange mist-enrobed forest. Maligned, perhaps, are the
Yeah.
trees and wild and life. And in fact,
Mm.
as these figures emerge from the mist, maligned are also these poor wolves. You see fur is gone in large swaths. You see the flesh beneath in places has turned gray and perhaps even viscous.
Mm.
Uh,
That's a great word.
and yeah, viscous. And they growl and look at you, and it is very, very clear that they have all intents to roll initiative on you.
Oh no!
So perhaps I might recommend, if I can buy myself time to do this and clear the turn order out like that. Yes, there we go. Perhaps everyone select your token and roll initiative for yourself.
Are we still under Pass Without a Trace?
You are.
It is.
They rolled real good on their perception check. It was ridiculously high.
Oh yeah, initiative.
I don't think we can eat these wolves. It looks like they've gone bad.
Yep, them wolves clearly have gone bad.
They've turned.
Let's see what the wolves get. These dice hate me. All of the wolves will go together just to make it a little bit easier because there's a lot of them, and they're all going to go at 4. So that's
Excellent.
that's amazing, guys.
That's how we do it.
That is in fact how you do it. But the person who's going to do it first is Grayforest.
Oh boy.
Grayforest, what are you going to do about this situation?
1 minute. 60 feet. I take it I can see the wolves coming.
Can. I would say the nope, at this point they are no longer lightly obscured.
I'm gonna move up. And am I there yet? Yeah, I'm there. Okay, I'm gonna toll the dead on this wolf here. Sorry.
And I believe Toll the Dead requires me to make a save.
Yes, that would be. Oh, sorry.
Quite all right. That is a wisdom saving throw. Wolves, of course, infamous for their wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like cast Toll the Dead as in your character's
I
way?
reach into my pocket and I pull out these two like 6 to 8 inch long like rib bones, and I clack them together, and the sound just starts reverberating until it just like envelops the creature.
Nice.
I fucking love that. Honestly, that's amazing.
What kind of rib
um,
bones are they from?
They're from like a cow. Playing the bones.
You see the tones
know, like,
resonate
just pull them
around
out.
our lead animal here, and it starts to shake, and then like the patches where its skin has begun to slough a little bit, just seem to spread for a minute, become wider, and engulf more of him, and it just shakes it off and seems to take no damage from the attack.
Ah, that has yet to work for me. I will turn around in Orcanna. Wait, is this Orcanna in the front?
It is.
All right.
Mhm.
Orcanna, you got this, and I'll cast a bardic inspiration.
You are bardically inspired, Ashley.
Okay, and that's a D6 for when I want it.
A D6 to attack rolls, saving throws, or what was the other one?
Anything but
Yeah.
damage, I believe, basically.
Okay. All
Ability
right.
checks.
Anything else on your turn, my friend?
No, I'm just gonna go and hide behind this tree.
Smart move. Orcanna, it comes to you now.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna move everything around. All right. I'm gonna see how far I am. 55. That's pretty far away. My movement is only 30. I'd have to like double run out there to even get up. I don't know that I'd want to do that. Yeah. Oh, you know what? All right. So, who is which one looks like the leader? Can I tell who's like in front of the pack?
The one out front seems to
One
be
out
the one
front.
out front. That's as close as you've got at this
Okay.
point. There is nothing detectably bigger, meaner, or numerically different about the one in the lead.
Okay. I
Is two.
would let's see, what is my range on a throw a hand axe?
I think it's
30, 60, I
I
think.
think it's 30. Yeah.
we'll go with 30-60 then.
I can look.
30, 60.
30 range,
that-
30 feet at normal roll, 60 out to 60 feet with disadvantage.
Okay. All right.
20, 60. Sorry.
20-60.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up my goat and put it on my shoulder again, on the opposite shoulder
Battle
of my
goat.
wolf. So I've got my like wolf pelt. I got my goat, and I'm gonna pull out one of my hand axes. And I am going to hopefully move 30 feet. And rage and attack.
Well,
Can I
your
do all
move
that in one?
action would be to move 30 feet. Your bonus, you could
Okay.
then bonus action to rage, and then you could attack.
Okay. Can I still pick up my goat?
I'm gonna give it to you, the goat, as a free interaction with an object, because the goat is down with this plan. It keeps him safe.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. Move rage and attack. What did we say? Sorry,
that would
my
be
brain
the
is-
best action economy that
Okay.
I would say yes.
All right. Then yes, that is what I will do.
Okay, do it.
Mark down a rage. I'm already rage
Have
damage.
you moved your
No.
counter on your end?
No, she has not.
25.
Okay. It's roll
30.
20. She might have moved it and it just didn't show me yet. It's hard to tell
That's fair.
sometimes.
Okay. All right. So I'm raging. My body fills with a rage of savage ancestral anger and
Angry ghost rage.
right, angry ghost rage. And I say, ancestors to the battle! And I throw my axe with this bardic inspiration I got, and also with advantage for my inspiration.
Yeah, do it.
All right. Let's go. All right. Okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
That'll hit. A 21
That is how it's
will
done.
hit.
And then, okay. Yeah, and I didn't. I said I was going to use that bardic for it, so I'll just, it's a 24.
It's 24. So
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
hit a most perspicacious hit. As just
And oh, go ahead.
no, please.
As
Continue.
it hits, my ancestor ghosts rush at it, and it has this ancestral protector's ability. So until the start of my next turn, the target has disadvantage on any attack roll that isn't against you, and when the target hits a creature other than you with an attack, that creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack.
It is marked by the spirits of your ancestors.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love
All
that
right.
ability.
Nice. A quick clarification, Ashley. For Bardic,
Yes.
you can wait until after you see what you roll to use it or not.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
don't
If
have,
you would
you don't
like to
have to
retain
declare.
that.
Yeah.
But you have
Oh,
to
okay.
you have to decide if you have to declare before Michael tells you whether or not it was success or fail. That's
Yeah.
the only stipulation.
And I'm going to say
Oh.
that's on me for immediately declaring it succeeded. So you may keep it
Yeah.
this time.
It's
This
you-
time.
Yeah. Something to get used to, I've found in
Yeah.
the past.
Okay. I mean, who am I to turn down a free bardic inspiration? So
Yeah, it's just
Orcanna
like-
Bone
it's just
Crusher,
like
that's
yeah.
who you are.
If you roll a 20 on a hit, like you probably don't need to use it right then and there.
Important things though to take away from that. Throw axe followed by like a streamer of in the fog, like brighter fogs begin to emerge and emanate and trail it as if it were cutting through the mist. And as the axe, just slams into its haunch and sends it rocking back for a second, the ghostly ancestors gather around it to confuse, to taunt, to harry it. It is not happy with you. It is also not dead. And that's really what matters there. Anything else from Orcanna's turn?
that's it.
Tethros, my friend. What
All
sort
right,
of pain
so-
do you bring?
So Zal's still sitting on the chest on my back. So I'm gonna look up at Zal and be like, "Okay, Zal, it's time for some things to get weird."
Let's
And
do
I'll
it.
reach up. I'll reach up underneath his armpits, and I'll lift him up like Rafiki raised Simba, and I'll put him up at the lowest hanging branch that I can reach in the nearest tree.
Zal,
to
could you
him
give me a reflexive acrobatics or athletics check, whichever is better for you?
Absolutely. And I'm very confident because I'm super good at athletics and acrobatics.
Totally. Tethros, please continue your turn.
So once I set him down up there,
6.
and I'll do my
Oh
best to
my
help
God!
him get set there, even if that costs me some action economy.
If you choose to do that as an action, he may roll an additional time and call it advantage, but it will be your action.
I accept.
Okay.
Oh,
Please
shit.
roll again, Dave. Let's
I will
see.
make sure Zal gets into this tree.
You're a
Just
better
be-
person than me.
Just be
Well,
happy that I'm not rolling athletics and I'm rolling acrobatics.
A little extra scoot under the butt.
There it is. 10.
It's the butt scoot that takes it home.
All right.
Oh, thank you.
He's still
You're right
greased up
there,
from all that
you're
soap.
okay. And then
Push
Nope,
to talk.
you're muted, my man.
You're muted.
whoops. Is it a free action to draw a weapon after that?
One weapon for free.
One weapon. So I'm gonna reach onto my back, and as I pull this maul off my back, the red rune on my cheek is gonna flare, and the maul hammerhead will appear to glow red for a moment.
Just a moment.
Just a moment.
Does it? Can we in fact also get the whoa sound effect as well?
Whoa.
You okay with that?
Oh, absolutely. It's
Beautiful.
it's a vroom. It's
Wonderful.
gonna be like, imagine like a really low drum beat that just kind of gets pulled out of the air.
Love it. Anything else with your turn, my friend?
No. I'm gonna stand below Zal, protecting him.
The most dangerous of decisions. Zal!
I've got to imagine that Reyhan has a higher dex than me, no?
I don't know if this takes into account, but I would also assume that,
I would
let's be
have
honest.
to think.
So,
As a rogue, probably.
screw you, roll 20. We're going with Reyhan first.
I will say out loud, I will say, we should stick together. And I will bound forward to gain her flank and cast a psychic blade at this axe-bitten bastard.
The axe-bitten bastard doesn't like that, but it doesn't matter. He's not the one that rolls. You are.
Here we go. How about that? How does it feel about that?
How about that now? A 21 is definitely, and I mean definitely, going to hit this monstrous wolf. And I just need to check one thing to make sure. Yep. And just does it make a noise as it tumbles end over end through the air?
I think, yeah, I think that it's, but I also think it's not it's not like a complete like animation, right? So like I throw, and then as I get to where I would let go, like it appears, it spins like a half rotation, disappears, and then completes that rotation like a few feet further on and just kind of goes like that. So then you hear like that, it's like a staccato, it's like a broken up kind of sound as it moves through the air, and then it appears in the thing, and then I go like this, and then it disappears.
You do that, and it slams into the same shoulder that the axe had hit it. And there's again that just vague explosion of light within the body of that being, and it is no more as it tumbles to the ground. Very D&D.
Nice.
So I tell you what, it gone.
Tell you what.
Anything else that you can or want to do with your turn, my friend?
I will kind of just give Orcanna one of those knowing, like, I've got my veil up, so if
Where's her veil is on?
if she still has hers on, now we both have cool face coverings.
I do have a crappy piece of cloth tied around my face still.
Which, by the way, we would be remiss if we did not mention that at the Superior Adventures Guild merch store, we do have face coverings. You can check them out. I'll drop the link here in the chat.
And I don't know who is in charge of getting new designs on there, but
now I'm gonna have to design a murder veil.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's
that's got to happen.
That's beautiful.
Nice
just
transition, Dave.
Thank you.
You just want a face mask that says murder veil across.
That's an acceptable thing.
Yeah.
You know, There's time to
It'll say,
spitball
"This
this.
is my murder mask."
We'll
But
workshop it offline.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dave has more important things to worry about at this exact moment
Ah!
because it is Zal's turn.
Zal is
what
gonna,
up?
as he holds on now with just one arm around the trunk and his feet kind of swinging, free, just kind of with a smile and a giggle. This is great. He is going to reach in. No, he is going to put his hand out and in the direction of the wolves, and he's going to cast Entangle as the ground around these wolves erupts with vines that come up and wrap themselves around their legs and their bodies. I need here. I'll do you a little. It's gonna be right.
Give me a drawing.
It's gonna be right there. It's gonna get 3 of them, and I need them
That's
to
a-
make strength saves, please.
What is the
That's a
DC
deep
on
pull,
those?
Michael. That's a deep pull.
13.
That motherfucker just rolled double ones, so you got at least one of them.
Oh no!
Bad day for that wolf. The other 2 do successfully pull away, and again, when they pull away, it's like they're caught for a minute, and then that strange, almost gelatinous set of spots on their body just thrums and expands, and in at least one case, the leg that was entangled, the skin just kind of comes off in the vines.
That scares me thoroughly. I will
gross.
mention that the ground within that 20-foot square box is now difficult terrain.
That's awesome.
The one that failed the save is now restrained.
Indeed, he is. He is marked with the net mark, which I think pays off in this case. What
and
else
also,
will you do?
I will say that as a result, my concentration has shifted to that spell, so the Pass Without a Trace is no longer active. And that is my turn.
All right, my dudes. That brings us to. Hey, where did they go? That's interesting.
Well, you see, the one that you killed was the only one that was selected for
Probably.
initiative.
Oh, but that's okay. They still had a 4, which means it's Devolf's turn. Now for our restrained associate, is there a save he can make to get free, or is he just SOL?
He can use his action, or its action, I should say, to make a strength check against my save DC, which is 13. But
that's a big negative there, Houston. It tries to get loose and manages not. We're just going to go from the top here. As this guy goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He's not near anything, so he's going to keep running. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Hey, Grayforest. One of them just comes sprinting towards your direction but does not get to you. This one goes 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Nope, nothing there. 5 more, 10 more, 15 more, 20 more, 25 more. Runs right up to Reyhan, but can't act. This one, let's see how smart is this guy? Not smart at all. Tries to go long ways through the difficult terrain. So 10, 20, 30, 35, 40. Sees Orcanna, runs straight at her. Again, can't do anything though. Sorry, not this one. 5, 10, 15, 20. Ooh. 25, 30, 35, 40. Not quite. Double moves to get caught up with that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Nothing gets in behind Orcanna. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Nope. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and gets right there. So the wolves, they do look like wolves, or like they were at least once wolves, especially now that you get close to them, come racing at you undeterred by both axe and magic and Soulknife. They get caught up to you and just kind of growl. Their eyes are no longer the bright yellow that are often associated with wolves, but rather a dull gray. Their coats have gone a slack, dun color like that of the mist itself. And again, it just in patches, the skin and flesh has begun to slough off. It's nasty, but they can't do nothing because they just had to get there. So we go once more to Grayforest.
Oh boy, what to do?
What to do?
I will look over at the dog or the wolf coming my way, and I will say, if you can't run with the big dogs, stay under the porch. And I will cast Inflict Wounds.
Nice.
What is the range on Inflict Wounds?
You have not learned anything, have you?
Oh shit, that's in touch. That's a touch spell. I would know that. Grayforest would know that. Andy didn't know that.
That's why I wanted to point that out to you.
I will make that a fuck.
Fuck indeed.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a spell in 5th edition.
Well, if you have the
Sorry,
wish
playing a
spell,
bard
it can
for
be
the
a lot
first
of
time.
things.
I'll make that another Toll the Dead.
For some reason, I just assume Metallica fills the air, despite your actual wonderful description.
Has that wolf been hit before?
It is not.
Okay.
And again, you see the air around it vibrate, and it kind of shudder for a second, and then again, one of those splotches of gray just whoop, grows larger, and it shakes off the effects. And it is not damaged.
God, that was
Oh,
the
it took
worst
no
cantrip I've ever
damage.
tried
No
to use.
damage.
Well, it's,
Is
it
it
is
rolling
necrotic.
saves? It's rolling saves. Okay.
It strikes you as a magic user that it seems like these wolves, through whatever has happened here, may in fact have some sort of resistance to magic.
Gotcha. With all of my strenuous movement, I would like to try to climb this tree that I'm at.
Please roll me an athletics check then, my friend.
Ah!
I'm super good at these. Just watch out. All
Don't
right, here
forget
we
you
go.
have advantages, by the
I'm
way.
gonna use one of my advantages for this athletics check.
Smart move.
Here we go. 15.
15. That is enough to grab hold and start shimming up. Oh God, oh God, oh God. You get, let's say, 15 feet off the ground, indeed. Your feet are 15 feet off the ground. The rest of you is above that. And you are in a good, stable, strong position to act from should you need to next turn.
All right, that's it for me then.
That is it for you. Orcanna.
All right. Now, remind me, like, flanking in 5e, do I have to be immediately opposite the creature of another team
Generally,
member?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
For it to be considered flanking, and we do play with the optional flanking rule for those of you listening at home.
Okay. All right. So I am
That,
not
like everybody
flanking
uses.
anything.
Not at the moment.
Okay.
They're flanking you.
Yeah, they are. I am going to. Yeah, I'm gonna take my battle axe out and I'm gonna attack this guy who is between us because I don't like the flanking that is going on.
I also don't like it when there are things between us.
Especially not when there's some sort of diseased wolf.
We are a diseased wolf sandwich.
That's about
I
as delicious
will-
as it sounds.
Yeah, I would like to wail with two hands.
Wail on it.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I'm not advantage. It's normal, right? Okay.
Unless you have something to give you advantage.
I do not.
Well,
22.
I reckon a 22 will do all right and hit it anyway.
Woo.
So axe come down and you just shave the side off of it, literally, because you hit the side of it and the blade hits the ribs and the flesh on top and the skin and just sloughs right off beneath your blade. It is nasty. There is a spray of fluid and it does not look like wholesome fluid.
Yum yum.
Ugh.
Ugh, indeed.
Close your eyes, goat friend. It's disgusting.
Yes. Oh, anything else from Orcanna?
I think I only get the one attack.
Correct.
So
that I know
that
of.
would be, I think. So
Mhm.
that would be it.
Doesn't that affect it with your ancestral protection though?
Mm-hmm.
I think that just happens.
Yes.
I think I want to say it's only the first one I attack when I'm raging.
In any given round.
Yeah.
Oh.
First time during that round.
Oh,
First
okay.
time every round, you hit it. That's what makes that ability bloody amazing.
Okay. I will take your word for it.
It's in the description you linked earlier.
It's
So the important part is it's metal AF. That's awesome. We're going to go to Tethros, though. Tethros, what sort of shenanigans do you bring to us?
I will
You might be muted, Tethros.
I'm certainly not hearing anything you're saying. I also don't see you anymore. Oh, God, we've
Tethros.
lost Tethros.
Get up here.
The
It was
half
the
giant is
fun
down.
Snice Snickers
test one,
bars.
two. Test,
Hey, buddy.
Test. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yep.
All right, that was weird. I have no idea why it wasn't working.
I blame the
It
kitten.
wasn't mute or anything.
Get
She's
your half
being good right
dwarven
now. Okay.
butt up here.
All right. So Tethros. So I'm gonna look up at Zal up in the tree for a moment to make sure he's safely up there.
Cool.
And if he looks like he's got a decent, perch.
Oh, we lost you again.
Yeah, we lost your audio again, Kirk.
Oh shoot! I gotta not click off of. I can't click off of Zoom.
Now when you're using
right,
push to
right,
talk,
right.
buddy.
It's a pain.
Yep.
I did that several times last
I'm
Thursday.
sorry. I'm gonna move the 30 feet closer.
Please move.
With the brief glowing of my maul.
Okay.
I will stop here. I will look at Orcanna. I will look at Reyhan, and I will look around and see if I can see Zeb.
Zeb is up a tree behind you. There's
Okay.
nothing else on that tree, and he is. I assume Zeb's outfits are reasonably colorful, like
Okay.
any fine medieval gent.
All right, so I do see him. So I see everyone. I'm gonna raise my hammer up in the air. I'm gonna say, "On me!" And that's all I'm gonna do this turn.
Okay.
That was cool.
Action
Actually,
economy.
well, I'm sorry. Can I?
You're not gonna like
Yeah, you could take
run
some
up
other
closer.
actions.
I'm actually gonna hold an action.
What
I'm gonna
will you
hold
ready
an
your action for?
If one of these things comes within range, I'm going to bury my maul in its torso.
Very good, and better than perhaps burying the maul somewhere in the ground to giving it a fine burial.
Mm.
So next we have Reyhan.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, I am going to. I'm gonna attack this one. It's not there. It
That
is.
one.
Yep. I'm gonna attack that one.
The injured one. Good call. Please. roll up at it.
I will use one of my advantages.
Well done.
That makes it a sneak attack, right?
Technically, as long as you have someone else in combat with the target you're in combat that's friendly, it also counts as sneak attack.
Or if you have advantage, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, sweet. All right. Sneaky Soul Blade.
Rogues, it pays to have friends.
Nice. Nice.
How about that?
That's pretty good.
How about that? I feel like Reyhan also occasionally says that after stabbing. How about that? Because in that case, it's just stab, light, drop.
What'd you roll?
24 to
Wow.
hit and
Wow.
16 psychic damage.
Wow.
This is the one Orcanna had already hit, so
Yeah.
it is no more.
Nice.
And that is teamwork. I am going to move the counters to a graveyard off to one side
Mm-hmm.
to ensure that I don't accidentally delete our counter. Don't worry, there are not more coming in from this quadrant. There are not reinforcements yet. Anything else from Reyhan?
Awesome. Yeah. I am going to. Bonus action disengage and step behind.
Orcanna.
Yeah, I guess ultimately this guy could move up. I'm gonna step here. Hoping that our large friend will bring up a rear.
We always hope he does.
In which case, I guess I won't bonus action disengage because I don't have to.
Yeah.
I will instead bonus action summon another blade and attack this one behind me.
Good call. Go for it.
Seems like a really good choice.
I'm also going to use an advantage. Ooh.
11 does not hint. You swing
That's
wide. It goes.
good.
"Yoop."
All right.
It's seen that trick now. All
Cool.
right, Zal, what do y'all got?
Well, Zal's a pretty simple guy. He's just swinging his legs, enjoying his time in the tree, watching his friends.
Wee.
He is going to, however, with the one free hand, he grasps the crystal hanging around his neck and he holds it out. And he looks at two of the wolves that are on either side of his friends, and he is going to cast a twinned guiding bolt. And
Oh, no.
I'm going
Nice.
to use my inspiration point on the first one to the wolf right here on the north side here. So that will be with advantage. Let's see. Guiding bolt. Advantage. Let's see what happens with that one.
You're my inspiration.
Did it roll?
I can feel it.
It did not roll. Or rather, it didn't roll yet. It's possible that roll
Nothing has
20
appeared
is
on the screen
making us
yet.
Wait.
Oh, got it.
It's that drama feature. There it is. It's coming through.
So it's going to be a 12.
That's a 12. Man.
Just digs a very sizable, perhaps even head-sized crater right in front of it. Goes, yep. Kind of jumps
Okay.
to one side.
All right. And then the second one will fire off at the one right here. Not with advantage. An 18 hit.
Slams, clearing the flank, sends it skittering to its feet for a second before it nimbly gets up because it's not actually knocked prone. And there is the stench of burning dog and something even fouler burning.
Oh,
It's
Poop.
nasty.
that's my turn.
Which one? Which one did he hit? The one by me?
No,
No,
Oh, okay.
the one
Right
next
here.
to
Down here.
Orcanna.
Okay.
the
all right.
one south of Reyhan is the one that I
Gotcha.
hit.
Yep. In this case, they're going to act. This one's going to skitter on up, and they're going to take a series of attacks in pairs, as is their way. We'll start with our top two and just kind of work our way down. Whoa. So I can't apparently double click on them. So the ones on either side of Reyhan, starting the left and then the right. Reyhan, what is your armor class?
It is currently 15.
Nice.
And I'm just declaring it now. I'm rolling advantage for all of them because I got to burn through this advantage, right?
Yep.
Yes, please
Mhm.
spend your advantage to roll against me. Please do so.
Deep.
Spend your advantage on me.
I feel like that's a threat for tomorrow.
Is this reverse psychology or
Yes.
just regular?
Yes, please waste your advantage on me. Yes, use your advantage on me. Use it.
I think he is.
This is
Whoa.
this
It's
is
too
weird
late.
in here.
You declared it.
It's getting weird.
It is, but that's okay. It literally pounces on Reyhana, the first one on the left.
I don't know who
Um,
that is, so I won't
Reyhan.
take any damage this turn.
The important part is its teeth bite into your shoulder, and as it does, an extra level of
What did it roll to
burning
hit?
What?
What did it roll to hit?
19.
Okay, I'll allow that then.
Well, I appreciate you. You take
Wow.
My
7
armor class
points.
can change, which is why I asked.
Fair enough. You take 7 points of piercing, and then a cold burning follows as you take 10 points of necrotic damage. And please make a strength save.
So how much total? 17?
17 total.
Alright. I'll use advantage.
Wise.
11.
That is just the DC you need to avoid being drugged to the ground beneath it.
God.
As its companion then leaps at you.
Ah!
That's
Oh,
a
help
crit.
here.
Oh man.
Wow.
I want to be certain though that you are using the advantages on me that somebody has paid for.
I am.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad you're wasting those advantages
Yeah, you already have advantage.
on somebody who already had advantage.
We'll get into that after the stream. Somehow, because of the way the dice worked out, you take 17 additional damage on a crit,
Oh shit.
but I do believe that drops you.
Oh yeah, I'm really unconscious.
What?
Go to 0.
You do go to 0.
Oh shit.
Next. We turn our attention and then focus the camera on Orcanna, also fighting them off.
This
Here
is
comes-
not going well.
No.
What is your armor class?
Just keep swinging.
14.
Parlay? Parlay?
That's a 15 to hit you. Now, I have to keep track of this independently because you are a raging barb. That's 3, 4, 7 piercing, reduced to 3.
Okay.
And then an additional 6 necrotic damage, which is not reduced. As these animals bite into you, their teeth seem to be enshrouded in some sort of perhaps life-draining chill.
Ah.
That is our first one. The second one hits. Again, all attacks with advantage across the board.
Of course.
I
Three.
blame Fantasy Animal Vegan for this TPK.
And this
6.
TPK brought to you by Fantasy Animal
Tethros.
Vegan.
I blame
Um,
Tethros.
Again.
To be
Minus-
fair, and I'll just say this out loud, They get advantage as long as they have a friend near them on the same
Pack
target.
tactics.
In addition to yeah. I once killed a party with wolves at level 2 in 4th
Oh, yeah.
edition,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
think we're on track to do that
Yeah,
again.
It happens.
Yep. That's what I
Um,
said at the beginning.
That's 6 piercing reduced to 3. And then
Wait, so now I'm a little confused because all right, so there were 2 hits at 6, and this is the third.
nope, the first hit we've already done damage for from the
Right, and the
other wolf.
necrotic.
Yep.
Now
This is a new attack.
okay.
From the new attack, you take 6 piercing reduced to 3,
Okay.
and then 6 more necrotic.
Oy.
Yeah.
Um,
I
Well,
spit
hell.
out a little bit of blood. And then I don't
All
look
right.
so good.
Our wolf back here finally breaks out of his restraint. So he is no longer held in place by the power of this dark magic, dark druidic magic. So 10, 15, whoop, did not mean to grab that. 20, 25, 30, and
Wasn't
keeps
that
running to
difficult terrain
go
back
next
there?
to Reyhan. Yep, the difficult terrain
Okay.
is still there. He went through it.
And
Right.
because he escaped from that, it is gone. That spell. Yep, that's the way it's written.
Poof.
Yep.
So it is. And then
Pete.
our lone guy back here
Jesus.
runs up 10 feet, sees that Zeb is treed, and then spots Tethros on the other side of the tree because he's a half giant. He's hard to miss. And runs up to Tethros, at which point Tethros, your attack ready to action goes off.
Yeah,
Ooh.
as he comes up behind me, because I'm kind of looking more towards Orcanna. I'm gonna like hear it, kind of smell it at the same time. I got the maul in both hands. I'm just gonna kind of do the side punch that Hold does
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Except with your maul,
with my maul.
as
Awesome.
you should.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Nice.
An
18 does hit.
for an 11 damager.
Ah!
You hear it yelp as it connects. There we go.
Fucking golf swing that boy.
It's not down, but it's not happy.
Good. I don't want it to be happy.
Wow. Wolves are people too, bro.
Not dead ones.
Well,
To be fair,
gets
these
into the
are
notion of-
necrotic wolves.
Yeah.
that gets into the notion of where does personhood end in the process of dying, and at what point do you transition from being what you were to the organic matter that you will be? And we're not really able to get into that right now. That's more of a druid conversation. But
When-
Zal's
when
not
you
really
can
that
eat it.
kind of druid.
If you can't eat it, it's not a person.
Don't place me in a box. I'll
Yeah,
be
but
who I want
You're
to
in a box
be.
on my screen. I can't get you out of that box. Zeb, please, you need to save the party right now.
Wow.
We're fucked.
The third level bard that has like hardly any spells. All right. Woo. Okay.
Maybe sing them a song.
Song about
oh,
the Southland.
okay.
Singing song about the South. That's it. I'm just gonna play Leonard Skinner in my head every time you sing.
Well, that's not gonna work. Okay, hold on. Hold
Okay,
on.
fine. I'll go with Scott Curtis.
God damn.
No? Okay, fine. I won't.
I'm gonna move up into the crook of the tree.
Yep.
And what do I see down here? I see Reyhan has gone down.
Reyhan is down. There is a literal trio of wolves around her. You don't know what they're going to do next turn. Or they're going to go after Orcanna. Are they going to go for her throat? Are they going to go for Tethros?
Oh,
Hey.
all right. I'm gonna look at Reyhan and I'm gonna cast Healing Word. So that'll be
As the DM, I can't tell you what to do or encourage you that much, but in my head, I was beaming that thought to you as hard as I could.
all right. So that's healing Reyhan for 5 hit points, and then And then as a bonus action,
What's your healing word?
it's uh, incredulous. And then
That's pretty good.
bonus action, I will bardic inspiration my big friend down here, Tethros, and I'm going to say to him something like, no, I got nothing. I'll just say, come on, Tethros, you can hit him harder than that.
That'll
And
do.
I'll cast bardic inspiration.
All right. You are inspired, dear Tethros. Zeb believes in you. How could you fail?
Got this, bro.
Anything else?
No, I'm done.
All right. Orcanna. Your friend up Reyhan is breathing and appears to be conscious again, but you are in a pickle.
That's a lot of wolves. That's a lot of wolves.
It is a lot of wolves. And if I get hit twice again, I will go down for sure. So painful. So can I disengage up a tree?
You could disengage and then go to climb a tree, yes.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do that. Because otherwise I'll just die, and 5 hit points is not enough. I will just die again. So even though I'm gonna lose my rage, I'm gonna go for it. I would like to maybe this tree over here.
That
Which
would
is
be
fairly
one of
big.
the, yes, that would make sense. So your action is to disengage. You move.
Yes.
Give me an athletics check to scramble up the tree.
Okay. 23.
I reckon that's good enough. You are now, we'll say a solid, again, you're only about 10 feet up in that tree. But that's hopefully more than they can jump. Please move yourself to that tree.
And I'll speak to the goat on my shoulder and say, if I went down, they'd eat you. So I made a call for us both.
It was a good call, says Gray, the talking goat.
And I'll also yell, Reyhan, climb tree.
Anything else with your turn?
I think that's all I can do because that was
That's
my
fine.
action. And
I
I
thought
believe
so
I
too,
lose
but-
my rage.
It's okay. You have a few more, I hope. Tethros, how about
Yes.
your rage?
All right, so this one that came up behind me. First thing I'm gonna do, bonus action, invoke Giant's Might.
Yeah.
I will become a large creature. All of a sudden, I will double in size.
Here, if you allow me the honor.
My cat is freaking out right now. Sorry.
Yeah.
That is giant Tethros right there.
I love that.
So the energy, you see, like the red energy from my runes glowing in my veins. They're pulsing. I double in size. I look down at the wolf in front of me with the massive maul in my hand, and I smush it. I smush it good.
Smush it
Smush it
real
real
good.
You rolls to hit to smoosh.
Somewhat good.
Don't forget about your inspiration. I'm just saying. Little twinkly bird in the background.
12 to hit.
I think that's a 20.
You mean a 20?
No,
Well, it would've
I
been-
accidentally rolled with it. Well, you know what? I'll use the
Oh.
inspiration I have too.
What happened?
A 20 definitely hits.
Yeah. Do you need to use your bardic inspiration?
Were you
What was that?
rolling with advantage or not?
I'm. It keeps rolling with advantage, and it's because
You
We
turn
can
in-
fix that after the fact in the automated
it's
settings.
fixed now. It's fixed
Okay.
now.
Fixed it in post.
Yep,
Fix it in post.
But so it's a 20 to hit for. Well, Could I not use my bardic inspiration yet?
You may take it back in this
All right.
case.
So a
yes.
16 to hit for 16 damage.
In fact, Gallagher, that son of a bitch. Just
I'll hammer him down in the face.
Bloosh. Zeb, you're in the front row for this
ripe
in the
melon.
bleacher seats.
Oh,
So you
boy.
just see a sploosh sploosh.
Ugh.
Thankfully, it doesn't get you wet, but
Gross.
A veritable
was-
font.
it's that was impressive. What else do you have?
I'm not
dear
done.
Tethros?
I'm gonna action search.
Yeah.
So I'm
Hell
gonna take
yes,
a-
you are. You're now in base to base with another one of them already. But hey, go on in there.
That's fun.
I can't hear you, my friend.
Oh, which one hasn't been hit yet? The one on my left or the one above me?
Above you.
Above me. I'm gonna, as my action surge, I'm gonna take a step forward. The one above me, I'm gonna swing for the hills for a second
Yeah.
hit.
Do it.
Swing for your life.
Rune Knight, everyone. Rune Knight.
Night.
Not
Oh
to be confused
yeah.
with Moon Knight, very different. And just
A
oh my
17
god,
to hit.
Crush.
for
Reyhan.
17 damage.
Reyhan, let me explain to you with the circumstances that have just occurred in your existence as you're next. Jump on wolves. Oh god. Things start to go dark. You fall over. You're going out. You hear in your head, incredulous, which fills you with enough energy that you're like, I can get back up. And you look over as this other one race over, and you're looking at the one to your north when you just hear whoop, splat to one side, and then a splat as a resounding weight lands near your head and covers your flank in this dark, viscous bits of blood and bone.
Yeah, excellent.
So
Gross.
I gotta assume that one died too.
It is dead as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
and,
think I smell bad?
do you have anything else, my friend? You're muted. There you go.
No.
Okay. Hey Reyhan. That was a few seconds of your life that just got real interesting.
I will bonus action disengage. I will use my movement to run up the maul and arm of
Tethros.
Tethros. I will then. Did you say it was this one damaged before?
Correct. That one has been damaged.
I will then use my action to throw a psychic blade into its face.
Would you roll me acrobatics for all of that madness?
Yeah. Oh boy. I will use advantage on this acrobatics roll.
Okay.
It's a good thing that I did.
Hilariously, the economy of that is you spent your advantage to get advantage on that roll to do all that really cool shit so that you now have advantage on this attack.
Which means I don't have to spend my inspiration.
Correct.
Dope. So then I will use a sneaky soul blade attack against that boy.
That bad boy.
How about that?
Wow.
Stab. Flash. It is down.
And I will be right here. Up on top of Tethros.
As he is now a large target, that I have zero problems with that mid-combat. That makes sense. Oh, that happened. Anything else from you, my friend?
Nope.
Okay. Zal, It's getting weird over there.
Yeah, it's. I was a bit concerned for a minute, but they're doing just fine.
We put some
Um,
gravy on it.
Way to put some gravy on it, Reyhan! And he is going to twin some guiding bolts, nevertheless, at the two on the top. The two top
Okay.
wolves.
Top wolves.
Top wolves.
We've got
it's
our
a new
top
show.
wolves on it.
Yep.
Top wolves.
First one to the north. Ooh, 20 should hit for 14 radiant.
It does. And I got to do 1 second of math. Yep,
Math.
that's my second of math. And just kasploosh, she burned a hole clean through that poor thing.
Oh, I'm
Put it out of its
sorry.
misery.
And then for the twinned bolt at the one just, the one on the north now. That one will probably miss.
Afraid a 6 is not
And,
going to
yep.
hit.
The
Just
6
kinda-
misses.
Flies off. It's a great effect as this bolt of piercing white light just flies off into the morning mist, illuminating for, 120 feet. Just goes out there and then winks out.
And that's my turn.
All right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch it. Ashley, would you roll me a d20?
Sure. 7.
The two remaining wolves. Their eyes are unfocused as they kind of take in everything that's happened in the past 24 seconds. No less, 18 seconds.
We were doing really good. Now we're not.
We were doing good. Murder, murder, murder. Laser bolt. Giant. Murder girl fly through the. We're out. And they literally bolt back into the mist to the west. And combat, unless you choose to go after them, which will be difficult at your speeds, is over.
Is everybody okay? Are you okay? Tethros!
Not really.
I'm
Reyhan!
fine. I'm fine. I'm kind of hungry. I'm a little
Orcanna, how you
disappointed.
doing?
These things are disgusting looking. I wouldn't eat this.
Yeah,
I-
I wouldn't even think about that.
It'll go right through
Wait.
you.
Yeah, it looks like soup already. I haven't even cooked it yet.
Smells bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'd
it
be-
smells so bad. It smells worse than you. Come here, Zal. I want to smell you instead.
You do a smellison, a comparison smell.
Yeah,
Can't hear you.
That's better that
Oh,
way,
sorry.
actually.
He is so
gonna-
big. He's so big.
yeah. While I'm still large, I'm gonna move over to Zal and try to pull him down before I shrink. It
Oh,
only lasts
okay.
1 minute,
All right then. Oh, okay.
and I'll put him down on the ground.
Well,
And then I'll back down to normal size, which is still medium.
It's
Reyhan,
still 8 feet tall.
It's the high end of medium, but it is technically medium.
look, who's injured? Come close. Come close. I can help with this. Anyone who's taken damage?
I can help a little too.
Well, you do
I'm
it then,
gonna
Zeb.
I'm gonna climb down the tree.
Help him out.
So I'll help him.
Who's really
Yeah, I'll help.
injured?
There's a
Reyhan
couple
probably
of
looks the
very
worst, right?
violent bite marks on Orcanna.
It looks
Yes.
like it hurts.
Gray will in
It
fact
does
go.
not feel great.
She got bit.
Get
Well,
Orcanna's
Twice.
wounds too.
That didn't look healthy.
All right. Zal, you get Orcanna, and I'll help Reyhan.
Oh, I can help them both.
Okay.
Do my wounds
I can
look
help everyone.
infected or anything?
You would need to roll a medicine check for that.
Okay.
They don't look. They look as clean as you would expect from a wolf bite, which, shockingly, you've had happen once or twice already. So, yeah, no, there's obviously more damage done. Like, the wounds are.
Mhm.
There's almost like a weird sort of frost burn around them, but it doesn't appear infected.
While this is happening, Zal
It's
is going
probably
to...
not poison.
Well, good to know. Zal is going to cast Healing Spirit as he conjures a cloud of healing fireflies that spark little bits of electricity as they fly about in a 5-foot cube area. Anyone who stands next to me will gain 1d6 hit points each round for up to 1 minute. So
That's
basically,
a second level spell.
all of your healing, all of your hit points will be renewed if you stand next to Zal right now in his little pod of lightning fireflies.
Yeah, I'll stand next to him anyways, but I feel good.
I'll stand next to him.
It seems tingly.
Yeah, this
Well,
is
look,
nice.
little fireflies.
Whenever
I
you
don't
do
need any
these
healing, but I'm
things,
kind of
just
enjoying
like,
it.
It
Yeah,
kind of
I
gives you a little tingle. It's nice, right?
Yeah,
That's
it's
not
like
bad. It's not
it's
so
like a
bad.
good
It
buzz.
feels good.
Gray is
Mm.
still on Orcanna's
Mhm.
shoulders, and it just keeps trying to bite them, and it just can't catch one.
Zal, Greg's trying to eat your fireflies.
Yeah, that's fine.
What if he gets one? Isn't that gonna hurt the spell?
No, not at all.
Oh,
I don't think so.
Greg, stop it.
After a minute, you are all healed up, as it were, because holy shit, that
Yay.
spell.
It's pretty rad.
Like, it's... Yeah, I thought that was like a 3rd level spell, or 4th level spell. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Stupid
It's a good-
druid healers.
Nope.
As long as you
Well,
don't get tree form, we'll be okay.
I hope we don't run into any more of those demon wolves. I typically really like wolves, but man, those were mean.
They were ugly.
Yes.
They're
I-
diseased.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
of
couldn't
course.
cook any of that.
No.
Mm-mm.
I'm
Wait.
super hungry, guys. We should find food soon.
All right, we should get out of here. Let's keep moving.
Which way would you like to go, Zeb?
Well, we were going south, right? Wasn't that away from shore?
It's true. It's true. We
I think
are
should
going
keep-
south.
I think we should keep going that direction. I don't
Well,
know.
okay. Let's use the compass here. Oh, perfect.
That's
That way
into the
south.
forest, right?
I guess so. Didn't
At least we
We-
can climb trees now if we get attacked.
It's a good plan.
I'm not gonna lie, it worked pretty well for me.
You continue south. For the next hour, the landscape, you come out of the trees. It looks like this was a small wood, but the woods are all like this throughout the whole thing, just dead and some sort of strange rot. As you even as you clear the woods and go back into, essentially a heath-covered highland, all of the heath has gone gray. There are spots where the grass is green, and everything else is just this weird moldering gray color has happened.
Whenever there's green grass, I'll put the goat down next to it.
Still tastes like ass.
Did he say grass or ass?
Yes.
First one, then the other.
Hmm.
Ass grass.
You like bacon, goat?
Low Stokes.
Yeah, yes.
We're all bacon.
That's
And
very
just
deep.
the goat just kind of looks up at Orcanna and goes, "Does he want me to eat him?"
Ah,
I want you to try.
maybe.
We'll go both ways. You try to eat me, and then I'll try to eat you.
I think I'm being threatened.
Tethros, we talked about this.
It looks so delicious. I've
we're-
eaten goats just like him.
Yes, but
No, it's okay, Saul.
We said we said we wouldn't eat
Going to
Greg.
explode.
We said we wouldn't eat Greg. We
Sorry.
Here,
Sorry.
we agreed. We agreed.
I have some rations I could share with you if you're really hungry.
Yeah, I am. Zeb, I'll take a couple of rations.
All
6
right.
of them.
He eats 6
I'm-
rations every half hour.
I'm just a growing boy.
Well, you are pretty tough.
He's
Tough
not.
as nails and twice as sharp.
You continue southward as you continue across the highland, if you will. The grass eventually goes back to green. The fog, of course, does not lift, but it does become less dense so that you can see hundreds of feet again instead of just tens.
Nice.
And, well, someone roll me one more 20. Sided die. I can't hear you, Kirksky.
You got it.
Wait,
Chris.
is it my turn? Sorry, I was
Yep, it's
talking.
your turn.
Yep.
Go.
Go for it.
Go.
What am I doing? Rolling 20?
Roll a 20.
Natural 20
Ooh, almost.
or a 5 or a 5.
Solid 5.
You eventually kind of come over, you realize you've come up over a rise, get to the top, and as you begin coming down, 2 things become quickly obvious. One, at the bottom of the hill, beginning to loom out of the fog, is a wooden wall, a palisade. The sort of defense that is around many towns in this region. Second of all, the fog to your west, so your right side as you are coming down this hill, is obviously and immediately denser. It has that heavy, thick characteristic even just looking at it. And from here, now that it's daylight, you can begin to see that whereas the other fog just sort of lingers and maybe slowly floats around, that fog bank to your west is actively roiling, almost like it were a living thing. Oh, you're muted, Chad.
Let's go there.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Am I still muted?
You know, we hear you now.
Oh,
Yeah, let's do it.
Where are we going?
Reyhan wants to go into the smoke.
that was a joke.
I
That was
don't
a
think we should do that. I think we should go straight for that wall.
Yes, to the buildings.
Yeah, what are we gonna do?
down
Fucking
there.
attack that city?
Maybe there's
No,
people
no.
there.
We're going to seek refuge, information, drink, food, and companionship.
Food. All right. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Besides, these trees aren't strong enough to make battering rams.
You need a battering ram. I'll drop my chest. I'll pull out my portable battering ram.
Do all of your characters come with one Kirk?
Yep.
Okay, fair enough.
It's pretty
As long as you
standard,
got an
actually.
idiot.
Now, I don't think we'll need that kind of.
We could take the whole wall down if we work together, Zeb.
No, let's just go down there. I'll talk to him when we get there.
Yes, if there's
All
one
right.
thing we know about Zeb is he could talk his way into running this place in short order. Let's see what we can do.
One question.
Yes.
Does the wall look well maintained, and can we see past or over it?
There is fog still in and around it, so you'll have to get close to it to make any of those statements.
Okay.
So, which I assume you begin to close with it.
Yeah, we're gonna move in on it.
Mhm.
Okay. As you do, you begin to see more kind of to the left and right. There are small copses of trees around this palisade that begin to kind of emerge from the mist. Not thick forest, but clearly kind of maintained on some level. You have to get within, let's say, 100 feet of the wall to really get an idea about maintenance. It looks like it's well maintained. You even at one point see a guard shack further down the wall that's kind of peering over it, and maybe the tip of a grain silo. But the thing that strikes you as immediately odd is well, you've all been to cities. Well, most of you have been to cities. I don't know if Orcanna's actually been to a large town or not, but you've been to large encampments, so you know that if there's a wall that big, and there should be lots of people behind it, and you hear nothing. The silence from the fog stays as thick as it was. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, with that ominous silence hanging over as you reach this town, we will close tonight's session of the Isle of Endless Fog.
Damn it!
They're probably just.
I was just
getting into it.
waiting. They were waiting to see what we would do, so they're being quiet.
Or
Absolutely.
they saw Orcanna coming and were like, "Oh shit! Everybody hide."
Also likely.
You may not know this, but on this island, there's a prophecy that a great she-warrior bearing a mighty goat upon her shoulders will come forth and bring unto this island the end of its days.
Yep. Well, she is carrying Greg, and he's a talking goat.
Behold my goat prophet.
I am
And in
the
all
voice
those-
of one in the wilderness crying out, make
Yep.
way for Orcanna.
And we all know, like, in all those Satanist texts, the devil's represented by a goat.
We are getting deep into it, folks. I want to thank you so
Heyo.
much for being with us tonight, experiencing this as we have, for learning lessons that we should all know by now. The biggest lesson of all in D&D is do
Bunch
not
up.
fuck with wolves.
Bunch up.
Bunch up, tactically true as well. But
Climb trees.
every time I use wolves, I'm like, okay, this will be fine. They're just wolves. And then every time I end up almost murdering the whole party. I've done that for 3 editions now, actually, and I haven't learned.
I didn't even take a hit.
Me neither.
Well, you're lucky.
Well, we got lucky.
You should continue to tempt the DM. I love that.
I am. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, don't give
Oh,
them hit
I'm
point
all
updates.
about dying.
You have to
know
get
this,
into melee
Dave.
combat before that to work, though.
Yeah.
Farandir
Oh, I
died
know.
twice.
I know.
Oh,
I was there.
But let's celebrate reaching this new milestone
Mm,
in our adventures with 2 things.
mm.
The first thing I would like to celebrate is, or the first thing I would like to bring forth in celebration is that you have technically completed the first leg, the first arc, you will, of the journey, which is to say you have
Hooray.
crossed some of the wilderness and found a town. Congratulations, you're all level 4.
Yes.
You're gonna need it.
That helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second thing I would love to mark this momentous occasion by is giving away a copy of this adventure.
Ooh. Can I say a few
What?
things about the adventure?
Absolutely.
Okay. If everybody who's in the chat right now, listen up. We're talking about giving away the Island of Endless Fogs. It's an 80-page PDF, 16 new creatures, 11 new items, 4 settlement maps. Wait, is this correct? The producers tell me that there's even a corruption map of the Isle of Man. And wait, what? No. There's a map for the farm of Derby Haven. So, if you want to win this thing, which I know you do, Techie Woman is in more than once.
I'm gonna show them how to do it.
Show them how to do
Actually,
it.
I just
Here
really
we
did it.
go.
Well,
While
we can
we've
hit for more
got
than once.
Roll20 in
No, I'm
focus,
kidding.
if you actually kick over, here's one of those fine maps that lets you know the town you've, and we will in fact be starting on this map next session.
Ah,
Ooh,
This is
Rangeville.
one of those maps.
That's a
beautiful.
big old town.
That's
The
a
town of
big
Rangeville.
town. A very quiet big town.
Oh yes, don't worry, it's not empty.
Oh. Look, all this can be yours. All you have to do is type !drawing in the next couple of seconds, because I'm going to ask Ashley to do, as you know, our 5-second countdown. Let's go 5. We don't need to do 10. 10's too suspenseful. All right, Ashley, let's do it.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Oh, it is Techie Woman.
Techie Woman.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you so much, Techie
Congratulations.
Woman.
Hey, thanks for being
Congratulations.
here tonight. We appreciate that. I will send you a whisper with the download link, so stay tuned. I'll send you a message from Guild Superior's Twitch channel. Thanks for being here.
All right. Guys, that's all I have for tonight. That seemed like a great place to stop. It's a great place to get started next time.
Totally.
Hey,
I look forward to having conversations on the internet over the course of the next week about what everybody's doing for 4th level.
Yes,
I'm really excited for you guys to have a few more hit points. So it gives me something more to chew through.
Are we going to roll for those on stream next time,
gonna
or
have
do
like-
you want to
I'm
roll
gonna
for
have
them
like
right
4
now,
more.
or
Let's
do you
roll
want
for
to?
him right now. I see Reyhan's gone ahead and done it.
yep, I've already finished my level up.
What'd
I
you
gained
roll?
9 hit,
Oh.
I gained 9 more hit points and the athlete
What do I
feat.
get? A D8?
What does
So I can-
athlete do?
Do I have
It,
to be
it gives
going
me a
up
plus
here?
1 dex, so my dex is now 19. Standing up from prone is does not cost. Hang on.
D8.
Standing up from prone is only 5 feet of movement. Climbing does not cost extra movement,
Nice.
You can climb all the trees you
Oh.
want.
and I can make a running long jump or running high jump after only moving 5 feet instead of 10.
Hey, I
Well.
got 4 hit points. Woo!
Yeah, here we go.
Level
on, baby.
Up.
Woo!
Level up.
5 hit points.
Well,
As
don't
much
forget
as
to
I-
add your Constitution
Add your
modifier if you have
con
one.
mod if you have it.
I think it does
Oh.
that for me.
Yeah, it auto does that.
Well, never mind.
As much as I wanted to take
Well, I
the
think I
mobile
get a
feat
plus
again,
2.
I didn't want to be another rogue with mobile feet.
Well, it's important to have mobile and roaming, you know?
Yeah,
I
See.
rolled a 10.
nice.
For hit points.
Wow, nice.
Well,
Nice.
someone's a barbarian.
You need
Heck
that.
yeah.
Amazing.
Someone's a damn tank.
Don't forget to add your con.
Well, I only had like 32 hit points.
At 3rd
the
level,
start
that's
of
real
that-
good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's 2 more than the rogue.
All right. Well, hey, we're going to go ahead and raid into TTRPG Academy. So
Sounds
everybody,
amazing.
thanks for being here. We will see you next, we'll see you tomorrow for Midwinter Keening.
Yeah.
Same time, same
Yeah,
place.
Damn right.
We'll see you then.
Oh, yeah,
Thanks,
of course,
everybody.
That was a announcement I could have done. Oh, well.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.